family violence protection laws commenced on the 20th of October 2021. That was a big day as a lot of tenancy laws came into effect that day. But today I, Sophia Collins at Property Today Rentals, wanted to talk more about domestic and family violence, or DV. So the options for people experiencing domestic and family violence to end tenancy have commenced. These arrangements are like those that were in place as temporary measures during the COVID-19 pandemic period, with some changes made based on learnings from the COVID-19 implementation. These changes confirm that tenants or residents experiencing domestic and family violence can vacate immediately, but must provide 7 days notice and pay rent until the end of the 7-day notice period. They must complete a notice ending tenancy and residentially interest, which is a Form 20, which you can get from the RTA, and provide relevant evidence such as a domestic and family violence report. Tenants are not responsible for costs relating to the ending of a tenancy or rooming accommodation agreement or interest. Goods left behind in a rental premises or reletting costs are not required to repair or compensate the property manager or owner for damage to the premises or inclusions caused by the act of domestic and family violence experienced obviously by the tenant and resident. They are still responsible for costs associated with breaching terms of an agreement which are not related to domestic and family violence. So, for example, rent arrears or damage to the property by a pet. They can request their bond contribution to be refunded by completing a bond refund for persons experiencing DV. So that one's a Form 4A. Property owners and managers can also request a rental bond refund for the tenant or the resident's bond contribution where the tenant or resident has vacated due to DV. They need to complete this form with any remaining tenants and residents, and they can be asked by the property owner or manager to top up the rental bond within 1 month by issuing the remaining tenants and residents with a continuing interest notice, strictly between 7 to 14 days only after a vacating tenant is interest in the agreement ends. They can change the locks to the property without requiring the property owner or manager's consent to ensure their safety, but they must provide copies of the keys or access codes to the rental property owner or the manager as soon as it's practicable. It is critical that the property owners or the managers maintain the privacy of a tenant or resident who is experiencing domestic and family violence to ensure that their safety. Penalties will apply if the legislative requirements are not followed. Every person has the right to feel safe and live free from violence, which is why ending domestic and family violence is a community responsibility. If you are dealing with domestic violence, please do call 1-800-RESPECT and speak with someone today. That is 1-800-737-732. And that's it. That's Sophia from Property Today Rentals, and I hope this is helpful information on domestic and family violence and the tenancy laws. If you do need anything in regards to property management, please do call us on 075 444 2222. Thank you.